Hello. How
Here we
you
are
doing?
again.
Nice to see you.
Andy,
Andy's his mic's away.
your mic's off.
Can't hear you.
Andy, you need to talk with your voice. You can't just move your lips.
Not right, Andy. I can see you're swearing already.
Andy, you're just moving your lips, mate. You need to.
Can you hear us?
Do it for there.
Can you hear us? Jess, I don't think you can hear us. I don't think you can hear us. I don't think you can hear us. You're here,
Andy, you're just moving your lips again, mate. You need to do that.
He was kidding us on.
Oh, yeah.
He was kidding us on.
27 people seen that.
That's better than that.
So how you been? How you been? How's everybody? Nice to see you.
Nice.
I feel like Sundays, I feel like Wednesdays are good, but I feel like by the time we get to a Sunday, it's just another, like, it signals the end of another week of this shite.
I think we're doing all right. How long has it been? I'm trying to figure out how long has it been.
It's 5 weeks tomorrow since the lockdown started.
Since
it's been probably long.
Don't go out.
It's probably longer. It's been probably realistically 6 or 7 weeks for some folk. I'm 6 weeks the day.
I was in before the lockdown. I stopped going out before the actual official lockdown, so I'm close to 6 weeks. But I'm used to it.
Like 6 weeks yesterday.
I've just completely adapted.
6 weeks yesterday was the pavilion, and that was
the last time. That was the last big show, wasn't it? I think it's going to be weird trying to go back to everything. Try to go to shops and try to. I was out walking the doggy day in the park, and there's so many people still out and having barbecues and everything, and I think. That's weird for me, the new walking past all of that. But it's just, I think when it comes time to go, right, you're allowed back out, it's going to feel strange. And what is that when folk get feared that are going out? Is it agoraphobia?
Aye.
Fear of wide spaces or fear that, like, whatever the fear is for when everybody kind of run about you and everything.
I think it's impossible. It'll be impossible to go for this, to just, right, you're back out, go to gigs and pubs and because even if you're told you're safe, you're going to be so conditioned to keep your distance and no talk to folk and wear masks, and we're going to be paranoid wrecks. You know what I mean?
Apparently, they're going to start allowing. You're going to be allowed to nominate people that are in your circle that you're going to be allowed to mix with. So it's like a maximum of 10.
Nominate me?
No.
You're not going to nominate me?
You won't nominate anybody.
I don't need to nominate you. Spent more time in the last 5 weeks on this than I have.
Your Wayne's going to be demented. Like, he needs somebody like me to show up and give him a bit of joy again.
He's loving life, man. He's loving life. He gets to play computer. It's no problem. Normally you're like that, but luckily my son he would choose going out over the PlayStation any day. So he's not that kind of boy, but he's enjoying having, I guess. Not really having to do anything. But
for a child of Matthew's age, what is the one thing better than playing the computer? Playing the computer with Wolfgang.
By the way,
I'm not right.
You can do that. You can do that on Twitch. I've been streaming on Twitch, and now I've got a PlayStation camera.
Are you painting? What are you doing?
I'm going to do this.
I didn't realise that you were going to do that right now.
What have you done?
Your brush is too small.
Are you painting the camera?
He's painting a blackboard because we're going to write. Well, first of all,
there's not going to be right on you go.
Burning question. In fact, wait a minute. Actually, I meant to change this actually because
blackboard paint. That's not going to dry the night, buddy.
I will. Give us 45 minutes.
Show us the blackboard paint tin again, like the logo on the tin.
Hold on. This is dripping all over my poster.
Looks like the black label. I did earlier. Anyway, sorry. What have you been eating for breakfast in the lockdown? That's a more burning.
I'll tell you exactly what I've been eating for breakfast. toast, Marmite, and beans.
Yeah, I can tell you what he's been eating for breakfast because I went out and bought it specifically for this. I've never tasted it before. However, he does tell me how I'm about to try this.
You won't like
Have
it.
you done this yet?
I won't like it. I've not done this yet.
Opened it yet?
We're talking about toast.
Mine's is ready.
And Marmite.
Right, so can I just say as well that the best possible way you can try this is toast right out the toaster, butter on, melted. Then you get the Marmite and you mix it and spread it so the butter and the Marmite become one.
No,
but then the beans on top of that.
You never
just
told
makes it
us any of this.
I did. I've said this. Listen, I told you that if you think you don't like Marmite, eat it properly, and that's the way you eat it properly. Now, let me see. Hold up to the camera, Andy. Let me see.
It's just toast and Marmite.
No, but show me close. Do this. Right, down. I can't see it. Down a bit.
It's just a wee bit spread on a bit of
why have you only marmated half of your
because I'm only going to take a few bites. I'm not going to sit and eat the full thing.
Why?
I've just spread it.
It's probably take half an hour.
I'll do this too.
Right, so
biting like a couple of bites.
You might like it. Barry, you'll not like it because Marmite on dry toast.
Oh,
but I'm keen.
You must have showed up here.
I'm keen to try the Marmite. I'm keen to try the Marmite.
Right, honestly, it's brilliant, man. It's just
right, here we go. Never tried this before.
Imagine you accidentally started spreading blackboard paint on you.
I nearly done that.
Marmite out of his cupboards.
If that hadn't been opened, I nearly went into there and put it on the cabinet.
I thought you were, when I saw the brush, I thought you were brushing Marmite onto your bread. Right, so you don't want to go too heavy with this, Barry, right? So
should I smell that first?
Nah, if you want.
Oh,
it smells really good.
Right, so you want to dip the tip of your knife in about a centimetre, right? Get a bit about the size of a grape. That's how you measure Marmite and grapes. So you get a thumb of ginger, you get a grape of Marmite.
That's a lot.
Aye, but he's not going to do it. But this is gradually work it onto your bread. Aye, that's it. Looks like Nutella, doesn't it? Right, so work it on. This without butter, Barry. This isn't. You're not going to.
Oh.
See, the butter is you dilute it with the butter. It becomes you're just eating raw Marmite.
Oh, you're either going to like it, you know.
You're going
to ready.
This is going to burn the roof of your mouth. Right, I'm nervous.
I don't want to get this in my face. Nothing. Ready?
Right, so just go for it. Right.
Do you want to hear this?
Aye, come close to the.
Right.
I'm dipping my hair in my Marmite.
Oh, aye, that's it. Go on,
ready?
Go on. Oh, brilliant.
That's absolutely brilliant.
Oh.
Don't give it a chance. Give it a chance,
no!
Give it a chance. Come on. Give it a chance. Andy, he's going to have another bite. That's what I like to see. That has made my night. It's your own fault for not putting butter in your toast. Yeah. Right, so,
didn't tell me about butter or nothing. Oh,
that's nothing wrong, mate. There's absolutely nothing. There's nothing wrong, mate. It's lovely.
Yeah, let me try yours.
Try. Is it this way? What way am I going?
Other side.
Right, Eddie. Right here.
You.
He's raging.
I'm getting the real stuff.
Absolute fanny.
I'm getting the real stuff. Yeah.
Absolute fanny. I am.
He's only had a wee Marmite pal. Wee Marmite pals.
I thought we. I thought.
Stop it. You're going like that.
I've been waiting 2 weeks for this.
You're going like that. Let me see it close up. And I'm going trying to show you a tiny wee bit.
That was boofing. No. I'll try it again. I'll try it again warm with butter. But
right. Well, that was.
I'll try it next time. I forgot to buy it at the. But I thought that would be funnier than just saying I've not got anything.
Right, aye, that was.
That's
funny.
Actually no. That actually isn't that. That isn't nice. That
made me great a wee bit.
Anyway, so you've been having Marmite Wolfie, what's your breakfast been?
I've been pretty much right. So I've been getting up early, which is unusual, and early, but by that I mean like.
What's for breakfast? It's no. I didn't ask you what time you're getting up.
I'm trying to explain. I'm not normally a breakfast person. I don't normally like eating when I wake up, but recently,
oh no,
I've been getting up first. Calm down.
Oh no, oh my god.
You're allergic to Malteser spreads?
No, it's something's happened to me. I'm coughing.
Oh no.
I just choked in my tea.
Okay. We can't catch you through this, can we?
Probably.
There's no e-born, right? Toast. I have toast. I have a bit of toast and butter, sometimes a bit of ham on it or something. Yeah, right, so here's a question for you. A bowl of cereal. Are you having a bowl of cereal at night, or are you having a bowl of cereal in the morning?
Any time of the day.
Sometimes, depends. The only cereal that I am eating at the moment is fruit and fibre, so that's my favourite, and I put extra sultanas in it.
Keep your
but I've come to learn that my digestive system is just doesn't like fruit and fibre, man. It causes a lot of hassle for me. My stomach, my bum. It's too much fibre, probably.
Here's one for you, right? So I normally add raisins to my cornflakes, right? But if you get it's got raisins in it. If you get the bag of mixed fruit for your supermarket, the mixed fruit that would be used for fruit cakes. You know what I mean?
That's where I get the sultanas.
You get sultanas, it's raisins. You get wee bits of like candied orange peel and stuff through it.
Apricots in it.
Apricots, that into your no, not the big chunky one. It's like the stuff you would use for like
a wee bits of apricot.
Aye, that into your cornflakes. So I have cornflakes, Rice Krispies in the morning on my toast and my marmite and my beans.
I don't think this is the best surface for this.
That's gonna. You need to sand that,
right?
In it so that it gets a bit of. And then probably what you'd need to do is sand it and then do a coat of emulsion first as an undercoat, and then it will take. I reckon.
I was only doing this so that we could start ranking these films I've been watching, so that we can take note of each one, and then each week we come in, we go, right, was film number 4 better than number 3, 2, and 1, and where does it sit? So this was going to act as that board for us, but I'm going to need to go.
We'll get there. But that moves us nicely into the film that we picked on Wednesday, Django Unchained, and we never really got a chance to speak about this before we went on air. It's a film that we've all seen. I've seen it before. I've seen it when it came out, and I'm a fan of modern westerns. There is a couple of good ones out there. Hatfields and McCoys. It's a good modern western that's on Netflix. But this, and just before we went on there, I got a wee bit of a gasp out of you because I said that this was just full a wee bit too much Tarantino shite.
Right, so we were going to ask you what you meant, but we kept it for now. So what do you mean?
Right, no, but... are
you a fan of Tarantino films?
I think they take too long to get to the point. I think there's a lot of filler in Tarantino movies. They're always long. Like The Hateful Eight, that's 3 hours and 10 minutes. And that seems a bit excessive. I know Django's a film, right? And it was one thing that I had said that went in the Lost Boys' favour.
I know Django's a film. Right?
Of course, it's too long. Like, to put it into perspective, the whole series to Afterlife
it's a feature
is shorter than Django. I could watch Afterlife, the whole thing, in less time than this film.
Like, if this was a book, it would be X amount of 100 pages. Like, and he's taken that wee bit longer to tell you the story and connect these characters up a wee bit more.
But that's a big... But when we're ranking these films out of 5, that's a big thing for me. Like, see if The Lost Boys was any longer than it was, it wouldn't have been as good a film.
What would you take out of Django? What would you cut out?
Just like the intros to a lot of the characters. Like Leonardo, I can't mind the guy's name, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Candy.
Aye, a lot of
Kelvin.
There was a lot of filler to try and tell you all about him and all of that. But then the only thing that really significant about him in the film was that he gets shot at the end because he was a prick. And
I thought he was cracking in it.
He was incredible.
He was a good character. But that, if they were going to put him in it, that would have been really, to tell the story that they were telling, they only needed that one scene. Like
no,
that one dinner scene. They did. I tell you, Quentin Tarantino's like the Vince Russo of movies. He done one good thing and everybody fucking goes mental.
He knows what he's doing.
Doesn't he?
Django was good. Django was a great story.
Harvey Weinstein made Django. Harvey Weinstein made Django.
It was a Weinstein.
Well, I'm not endorsing Harvey Weinstein. What I'm saying is this movie.
If you're going to give this film a good rating, then you're endorsing Harvey Weinstein.
Right, I'll not say anything.
What have you got to say to that?
Andy doesn't like the film, alright?
You've ruined it already. Exactly.
Although I was
you can shove your RUDO stars.
As with all the films, I was pleased to see a Sons of Anarchy alumni appear in the film. He was one of the sheriffs, Walter Goggins, his name is in real life. He was one of the sheriffs in the scene where they go to Samuel L. I don't know anybody's names. When they go to Samuel L. Jackson's house.
Stephen.
Who else did you notice?
Jonah Hill.
Actor-wise?
Jonah Hill, aye.
When was Jonah Hill in it?
He was the guy. See the scene with the masks.
Okay.
That's my favourite bit of the whole film.
Not too good.
Not too good.
My favourite scene in the film was when he started whipping the guys. Know how they were away to find them. They had a bounty for them, and then he battered them with a whip and all that, and saved the lassie.
So see that bit, right? This is the one bit that really wound me up, right? So he gets there and he shoots the guy he shoots the first brother, and he whips the second one and then shoots them. So see when he goes, "Where's the third brother?" And he goes, "He's riding across the field." And he goes, "Are you sure? Are you sure?" So
positive.
So he lifts his gun up.
I don't know. I don't know what positive means.
I don't know. Are you sure? Yes. So he lifts the gun up, and then the camera cuts to in front of the guy riding the horse, and then you hear bang, and the bullet goes in his left side and out his right side.
Oh, come on!
And that couldn't happen unless he was riding the opposite direction. Unless the bullet away and then boomerang back.
There's loads and loads.
That's when I lost. That's when I thought. Realising this is gone now.
Like on the wider subject of Quentin Tarantino movies, I am no 100% sure I could tell you one of them that is absolutely outstanding.
Django, Reservoir Dogs.
No,
I can't say
Pulp Fiction.
It's just a bunch of guys with suits on, and the guys sing, "Oh, I don't know why I came here tonight." He's dancing with a knife, and everybody thinks that's amazing, scene. And that's shit.
What about Pulp Fiction?
I only saw that recently. That's in the
right. If you've never seen Pulp Fiction's got everything you would want in a film: comedy, action, romance, the lot. And if you come away, Bruce Willis among loads of other cracking actors, great scenes, another great film for songs. Like if you come away saying you don't like that Tarantino film, then there's something fundamentally wrong with you.
I did try and find some facts. I did try and find some facts about the film, and one interesting fact that I found was that in the dinner scene where they've got the skull and they're cutting the skull open and all that, when he bangs the table, he cuts his hand, but that happened for real, and he just kept going.
No.
But he wasn't meant to bleed, and then because it was that good, they just kept it, and then they kept
brilliant in it.
They made the blood part of the story because then he rubbed it in her face and that. But that wasn't meant to happen.
I heard about that fact a few years ago, right? And I used to always think if he had cut his hand, I know he stayed in character, but see when he rubs it over the lassie's face,
I
was like, that's out of order that he's done that without consulting her. But
I would imagine they cut.
Cut by that point.
He kept going.
He bangs the chair down.
So when he kept going, when that cut, apparently they all gave him a round of a standing ovation, and they liked it. And then that's when Tarantino got the fake blood for it with rubbing off. I thought all these years that he'd just grabbed her and spur of the moment and done it.
Apparently the hammer as well in that scene, he hit himself in the head with it by accident in one of the takes, and he had to go to hospital, and then they ended up turning it into a foam hammer.
You noticed Jonah Hill? Did you notice anybody else who appeared as two different characters in the film?
Nah, I wasn't paying much attention to it.
Right, well, there was a guy for the Warriors in the film, and I'm annoyed at you. I'm annoyed at you. You didn't notice.
How am I meant to notice this guy for the Warriors? Like,
because he was in it quite a lot, and he looks the exact same.
He doesn't look. He can't look the same. He's 40 years on.
Mind the guy goes after the lassie in the park and ends up getting pulled with the police.
Aye.
Mind the two brothers that he takes Django Affy. He shoots one of them first, and then the other one, the horse lands in Tappy, and then later on, the guy that's caught walking about with a shotgun in the last scenes, the sawn-off shotgun. That's him for the Warriors.
Ah.
Will Smith was meant to be Django.
There was a few facts. You're saying that DiCaprio hurt himself. Who's
going straight to the Django? You're going straight to the Django Unchained, and I'm also to the Django Unchained. Just every film that he's been in since. Like, we're going straight to the Muhammad Ali. Just every. I've got this cracking soundtrack. I can.
Hey, write the theme tune, sing the theme tune. I thought you would have liked the film a lot more than you did. I'm surprised. Maybe just because just that it takes too long, or the gore and the blood and the gun.
No,
the scenes in it were brilliant. Like,
I still think it was a better film than The Lost Boys.
Right, so ultimately that's what it comes down to then.
I didn't like. It took too long to get to the gist.
What I must say is, I like the watching the film and then try to find some facts about it.
Aye, because another thing I found was that Jamie Foxx's the horse.
It's his horse.
Jamie Foxx's real pet horse in the film that he rode.
And then the scene at the end where he kicks the door down and he shoots everybody in the guys in the bath. You know, the end scene. Well, they're playing cards, but they're using the ears of the slaves as currency.
Oh, wow.
But like stuff you would never ever notice that.
You never even consider it. That was a great scene. You just walks in, boom, 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 boom.
Obviously, you're saying it's a slow burner, but then see when it's one gun goes off, it just doesn't stop for 10 minutes.
Aye.
Just bonkers, man.
The only other thing I took for the movie was that the word valet means servant. Like, he was the valet. So maybe we should stop using that word.
Take it away. Name our valets in wrestling. Somebody shows up at GPWA. I want to be a valet. No.
Oh, do you? You want to be a servant?
No ruin these parts.
I mean, if we're going RUDO stars, or if we're going a star system, I would probably give this 3.5. I think Lost Boys got 3, and Into the Wild got 5. So,
so speaking of films, David here has said that his daughter thinks that Wolfgang looks like the lion for The Wizard of Oz, and I agree with her.
If I put him up, the king of the forest.
In terms of, before we go on to the randomizer, that's probably quite a good. If someone did ask,
put him up.
If you could play a part in a movie, what would it be? It might very well be that.
The Lion in the Lost Boys. Put him up.
Apart from that, is there a film that you personally like to be in and play someday?
I think, certainly with this main going on, I could be a live-action Mufasa or Simba, or maybe a Thor or something, coming down with a big hammer smashing everybody. You've just been watching Thor. Well,
Thor. I've been systematically working my way through all the Marvel films, but I've not been doing it in the order they were released. I've been doing it in the order of the years that it happened, so they're all jumbled up.
So where are you so far?
They are still relatively similar. I know that's different.
Tonight, I watched Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is there somebody within the Marvel universe that you think you could play well? I think you'd maybe be a good Loki.
Aye, maybe a good Loki.
Or the big guy that Idris Elba was like, is a guardian. Aye, with a big sword.
He was also considered for Django, interestingly.
I like the guy in that film, there's Ronan.
Right,
he had cool makeup. I liked his makeup.
Aye.
And I must say, I like all these pink glasses.
They're actually pink?
Aye, all the characters, like there's like all the sexy females in Guardians of the Galaxy, they're bright pink.
Right.
Quite like it.
Guardians of the Galaxy is good. It's a good wee universe, and you can actually watch them separate for the actual Marvel, and it still makes sense.
See, I think like Thor, I like Thor, right? But during it gets a bit kind of spacey for me, and I start to kind of lose the track. It's all over the place. Whereas I like the ones that are kind of like either they go back and forward to Earth. Like the first one, like the Thor was in was funny. Guardians of the Galaxy was funny because the soundtrack was brilliant, and
it was a thing, but it was weird because it was a spacey kind of film, but it wasn't. If you know what I mean, like they were human.
I think you're really going to like Ragnarok. When the time you get to that, have you ever seen The Hunt for the Wilder People?
No.
Right, put that on the list if it's no one who need to get that one. But it's this South African, I want to say, Austrian.
What?
He's either South African or Australian.
Let's put that in the top grossing movies of the decade.
Was there a top grossing? We can't be doing this on the top grossing because they're not necessarily the best films. Just because they make a lot of money doesn't make them the best films. Come on.
Right. Shall we pick this week's film then? In fact, we've not answered this question yet.
Quick question.
Who would you play in? So
are we talking?
I'll be the lion. I'll be the Wizard of Oz lion.
Are we talking replacing somebody? Like if I get offered the role,
mine's is actually pretty well thought out.
You tell me yours because you'll be better at this.
Right, don't laugh at me.
I've just been informed it's New Zealand. He's for.
Right, I get right. Okay, I get it. You know, no, okay.
I would like to play Roddy Piper in a movie about Roddy Piper's life.
Okay.
If you got his wee done.
No, but I would do it if I was going to get paid money to do that. Then I would do it. But that would be what I would like to do. Plus, I can wrestle, so we can do the wrestling scenes.
No, but they probably get double.
You get stunt for that.
No, but I don't need a stunt double.
Is this not a time traveling thing or something you want to maybe actually do? If you just say in a parallel universe, you could have played this part, or you're thinking it could happen? Because I mean, it could happen.
It could happen, but it would need to happen in realistically the next 5 to 10 years.
You get 10 years. You get 10 years on you anyway before you can stop playing the part of Roddy Piper. Speaking of Roddy Piper,
they're making a movie about Hogan.
That's about it.
And Chris Hemsworth.
That's cool.
Chris Hemsworth is playing Hulk Hogan in the movie.
Well, now you're talking.
I think it'd be very, very difficult to do a film where you're playing somebody. Is anybody? It's not a film, right? But did anybody watch the ITV show Quiz?
Mm-hmm.
How good was he at being Chris Tarrant?
It was weird, wasn't it?
It was incredible, absolutely incredible. And he was on the Graham Norton show like last week. No dressed up in it, but just playing. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Graham Norton, and it was brilliant.
Aye.
But I think if I've not made up, like you've made up a film you'd like to be in. You'd like to be in a film about Roddy Piper. But if I was going to replace, if I could have been offered the part, I would like to have done the Goblin King.
Yes.
Is that a porno? The Goblin King. It's like the Scorpion King, but
There's still time.
Yeah, I think you could play that part pretty well.
The Goblin King.
That's funny.
I do this again.
Aye. So no, Andy, don't make filth out of my favourite childhood film, alright? No, but aye. So let me rephrase it. I'd like to play Jareth. That was his job. The other thing was his job. But his name's Jareth.
Who was the king of goblins?
Oh, king of goblins. No, he was actually the king of goblins.
Good goblins, aye.
He was actually the king of Goblin City.
That's right. It's sale.
In fact, I'm surprised this hasn't been done. Now that you say it's so obvious, I've never thought of that before. So that's what I would like to have been.
Excellent.
Question answered.
Maybe we should head into the randomizer.
I think it's time, man.
Aye. Right. So every week we randomise a wee film on this app that this guy's got. And the premise being there's always some films that I talk about, like Terminator or what's one that you've not seen? Die Hard. Have you seen Die Hard, Jester?
Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Right. He's never seen Die Hard, okay? It's one of the films you just think you've seen. So the whole point in this is to find films that maybe we should have seen that we've not seen. So far, we've had The Lost Boys.
That's two, yeah.
We've had Into the Wild, and we had Django Unchained. And so far, what's the best one so far?
Into the Wild by a million zillion miles.
It was
for me.
I disagree.
I liked Into the Wild, but I was a big fan of Django.
I can't sit and say Into the Wild was better. It was a good film, but personally, I would rather sit and watch Django than Into the Wild again.
I agree.
So
it's still the kind of film. Once you know the story, you wouldn't watch it back. You know what I mean?
Exactly. I want to see him fading away again. Anyway, randomizer. Do you want a drum roll?
We're spinning the year or the decade. Sorry.
Decade first.
Go back a bit.
80s, 90s.
They're all one.
90s.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. There's some good movies in here.
I'm happy with that. Give an example. Where we go?
That for
Trainspotting.
Trainspotting, yeah.
Forrest Gump. Shawshank Redemption. Pulp Fiction.
What? Go back a bit. Go back.
What was that last one?
Shawshank Redemption.
What's that?
Shosh.
Oh, don't start me.
Shawshank.
I'm no daft. I'm no stupid. I know you're trying to do.
Is that
Dumb and Dumber?
Is that one of the Terminator films?
Hook is in it.
Oh.
Have you seen all these, Jessa?
Here's a good one. Here's a good one that's in it. Arachnophobia.
Oh.
I have seen that, but when I was in primary school.
Right. Imagine Arachnophobia came out in 3D.
Yeah,
ready to go. Listen, every single film in this wheel is a belter, so it's going to be a good one. And probably not going to cost...
Everybody with arachnophobia?
Spider-Man.
Absolutely shite.
Go on.
You'll never believe what film we've picked.
Is it Hook in it?
No. Pulp Fiction.
Yes!
Aye. Yeah. Another Tarantino shite!
2 in a row. This is great. This is his best one. This is absolutely his best film.
I've seen this actually, but I'll watch it again. But
so you've never seen this, and you've no.
I only saw it recently.
Right. And what did you think?
I liked it, but again, I don't take because I don't watch films. I don't take them in properly, and I don't know what's going on. So it's good that I'm watching it a second time.
So we're watching Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction's got a great. Everybody listening, tell me what you like about Pulp Fiction, because there's so many good scenes in it and so many good characters.
Don't tell me, I've not seen it. Don't tell me.
Right, okay. Don't read the comments, but I want to be reminded what's good about it. Right. It's a good Tarantino film.
I know wee bits, but I would grossly misquote it.
Let me just check here.
But Andy, what you should don't wait until the day to don't wait until Wednesday to watch it. Watch it through the week, because then you're rushing it in and you get stressed out.
There's more time between. There's an extra day.
John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson in the back of the motor, and they're just driving about. There's a lot of Tarantino films where the dialogue is just about nothing. It doesn't carry the story on. It doesn't add to any of the characters. It's just them talking for the sake of talking. Like Reservoir Dogs, when they're talking about tipping at the start. The same thing happens in Pulp Fiction. I'll try not to tell you too much, but it's a really good film.
Looking at the list of Tarantino movies, I can't say any of them stand out as being the first Tarantino movie that I ever watched was Natural Born Killers, and that is just, it was. I felt cool at the time because I was watching it because I was younger, but it is just a load of shite put together into a film. Like, what is it about these two people that kill people? And they just kill people. Like that's always, but that's his style, isn't it? It's like reckless films that are just mental.
Aye, and over and above. And what would happen if this, like, let's make this as gory as possible, and if you shoot somebody, they explode and blood goes everywhere.
Like, it's just an individual preference, isn't it? Like, I prefer to be told a story and get right involved in it, and especially if it's something that relates to me. Like, I don't relate to Django. I'm not a black man in the 1800s or whenever it was. So
this might shock you, but neither am I.
You can relate. Like,
I can relate to Into the Wild because I can relate to what it's about and what it is actually about.
What about the story of Broomhilda and Siegfried? What about the story of Broomhilda and Siegfried climbing the mountain and walking through fire to save her and all that? It doesn't matter where you're from, you can get that story.
No, but what I mean is I like relatable movies that relate to you on a, not exactly your life, but on an even scale.
You're a little one of the hillbillies for Django, buddy.
I can't take anything for Django Unchained that's going to teach me.
The Django! The Django!
The Django! No, so but I mean, I don't get that, Andy. So that's like me saying that, I don't relate to, Thor. Right. Because I don't live in space.
Is there no a demigod?
Without knowing too much about Thor, or giving away too much about Thor, there is an underlying story. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy is a good example, and Star Wars as well is the perfect example for this. To a lot of people that are just watching it, Star Wars is just a film about space and shooting lasers and all that, but there's actually a lot more to it. Like, it's an actual...
Aye. But like, look, I think you can say the same for Django. You can say the same for most films that are good. There needs to be some more story, more substance there than
most
just...
films, but I don't think Tarantino films, I don't think that's what their purpose is.
No, it's a good cinema film.
And somebody just mentioned it in the comments there, right? But the one that I tried to watch and just couldn't get into was Kill Bill. It was just all over the place. And I didn't know when it was meant to be funny. I didn't know when it was meant to be over the top, or if it was just overshooting the mark. Like, you know what I mean? It kind of reminded me, like, when their arms get cut off and it's just spurting blood, and it's like the Addams Family.
But that's how I feel about Oy's films. I think to me, that's Oy's films are like that.
Have you seen
Fiction's no like this? You're going to enjoy that.
Have you seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No, I've got it.
So I went to see that, and I don't think you'll like that one because it is. For me, I didn't think an awful lot happened all the way through it, but then like the last 10 minutes was just went bonkers, absolutely bonkers. I liked it, but I think maybe you'd get bored by it.
Well, I'm willing to give it a go because DiCaprio is one of my favourite actors, but he had too small a part in Django for me, for it to be a significant reason for me liking the film.
Who's that?
DiCaprio.
That wasn't a small part. That was mega. Like, he was the big boss at the end.
In the context of the film, he wasn't the big boss at the end. The big boss at the end was Samuel L. Jackson. He was the final boss that get blew up with the TNT.
He was the final boss, but Candy owned Candyland. Like, he was the main guy they had to swindle.
Anyway.
By the way, when Samuel L. Jackson throws his stick away and just stands up and walks there towards him, brilliant.
So many good bits in it. But then the one bit that I'm disappointed at was when he's getting off his nut and he's screaming and shouting at the table and all that, and then he just goes, "So, gentlemen, if you'd like to accompany me to the parlour, we will be serving white cake."
Louise is going to try and figure out how to make white cake. Get Edwina on it.
But then I just thought, like, surely they could have just see when they gave him what's the German guy? What's his name?
Schultz.
I thought it took me back to Inglorious when he ate the strudel, and that's one of my favourite sounds. And I thought, and he didn't eat it. They could have gave me 2 seconds of him just a bit of that with the white cake, but they just skipped past it like it wasn't even important.
Do you want me to make up for it and eat this digestive for you?
Yes, I do.
Right. Hold on, I'll do this over something so I don't get my keyboard off for me. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
That was all right.
No.
if people when they maybe hear that, if they had headphones on. But what I have been watching, and it's not a film, and somebody quite rightly, I can't mind who it was, I think it was your mum, Lee, who said that I'm more of a soap man.
You are more of a soap man.
But that's what I think. I think it's like it kind of ties in with our wrestling, like what we are as wrestlers. Like I'm a story guy, and Wolfie, you're an action guy. You're merely a.
I'm meat and potatoes.
But that kind of that transcends into your life, doesn't it? Like you only going to like I like stories. Soaps provide stories, and anybody that likes wrestling can't criticise anybody that likes a soap opera because they are the same thing.
I don't think anybody criticises you for it. I kind of admire you a wee bit more for it because you're so passionate about it.
But there's a lot of non-fiction stuff out there that provides just as much drama as like a fictional TV show. Like this is random, right? But see, FIFA make after every World Cup they make a film about that tournament. So isn't really? It sounds like it's going to just be highlights of the World Cup, but it isn't that. It's like pure cinema. Like they really do a good job at editing this and filming this to tell the story of the tournament, and they kind of pick the players or the teams that are emerging as potential winners, and they really tell a good story. They're on YouTube, and I've been watching them. And another thing I've been watching as well, it's on Netflix, is a series. It's World War II in colour, and it's basically just a docu-series that just documents the entire Second World War. What put me onto it was that I don't know. This is me. I'm talking all this shit here now. People might know what I'm talking about, but the Clydebank Blitz.
Aye.
Right. So my grandparents were in the Clydebank Blitz, and their house and all that was the family homes and stuff was destroyed, but. I always remember hearing that during the Clydebank Blitz, there was bombs had fell in other parts of the city, and there was like Mary Hill get bombed. They had a lot of targets over your way, Barry, because that's where like the steelworks and all that were at the time, and they had a lot of they wanted to try and bomb the Forth and Clyde Canal because
still people going in and out.
If they damaged that, then it would cause extensive flood damage. But the most bizarre thing about it was that in the dark night, they thought that Great Western Road, what the big long road that goes right for Clydebank all the way through down to the town, they thought that was the River Clyde because it looked the exact same as it did on their map, because they didn't have any digital shit back then. And they bombed a lot of places by accident because they thought that they were bombing the shipyards.
Sorry. I got the wrong end of the stick there. Did you say in the dark night?
In the darkness of the night.
I thought Batman was...
Aye.
In the dark night.
I don't remember the
Clydebank Blitz in the dark night.
They didn't have maps. They didn't have maps back then, 10 years ago.
Anyway, that...
Quick, get the bat signal out!
That led me to go and do a bit of research about that, and that then led me to the World War II kind of thing. But the Blitz is unreal. Like, loads of... Basically, Mary Hill, they bombed Mary Hill and it wasn't bombs they were dropping landmines on parachutes. So they were landing all over Glasgow and all over Clydebank, and then they were detonating. And basically the whole of Mary Hill, the impact of the bombs and all that, the glass blew out of every house, and there was just glass. The streets were just covered in glass. Crazy times. But it's hard to find a lot of info about it because it doesn't get talked about that much. But I like that kind of stuff.
Good show. We've got this show. We can bring it up on Sunday nights.
So there you go. Talk about that's a wee lesson in the Clydebank Blitz.
There's somebody, Jay. Thanks. When I was working in the granary, we found an unexploded bomb. I'm assuming that's the granary in Shawlands.
Wow.
Andy, what would you do if you, like you did for many years, worked in a pub, you were going to change a barrel? and then you just
there's a bomb. There's a bomb in the pub.
Yeah.
There's a bomb on the milk float. There's a bomb on the milk float.
Fucking guys on the phone saying there's a bomb in the.
What would you do if you knew the bomb was there? How would you deal with that scenario? Would you panic? Would you evacuate? If it was ticking, would you try and disarm it? Would you try and get rid of it? Or would you just leave and not tell anyone that there's a bomb and just bolt? Just bolt down the street. What you did, bolt down the street and leave them. Like you did in Magaluf to us.
No, I'd have a responsibility to tell everybody that there'll be... Guys, I've just been informed that there's potentially a firearm on the premises. We have to evacuate the premises now. Take your pints if you want, but we need to leave. Come on, let's go. Let's go. I like a firearm or a explosive device, whatever you want to call it.
There's a gun. There's a gun.
It's not just a gun.
There's a gun.
It's not just a gun.
I thought.
I'll Google it then. What's the meaning of a firearm?
Oh,
my bad.
Hey, get that comment up. Get Joe Coffey's comment up because that is
you're right.
That is Patter. That
He's
is
in.
What's Patter?
What's a Jagger? What's a Jagger bomb?
Get that up in the...
A Jaeger bomb. That's a firearm, eh?
Get it in a pub. There's a bomb in a pub. A Jaeger bomb.
Is that what you were trying to get at?
See, that is no. I wasn't telling a joke. I was just saying, but Joe's commented, and I appreciated his.
So anyway.
I prefer a slippery nipple myself.
What is that?
Used to be...
Sambuca,
Bailey's, a wee drop of grenadine to make a nipple.
Nah, that's horrid because it's a lump that you need to swallow and it's stinking.
It's just doing the one.
The last time I drank that was in the Buff Club. That was a long time ago.
There was one called Sudden Death. I don't even know what was in it, but it used to drive you absolutely scatty. There used to be this mad myth. There used to be this mad myth that it was aftershock, and apparently if you gubbed the aftershock, but before you drank it, you dipped your fingers in it, and you left your fingers in it for like 5 seconds. Then you would ding with the aftershock, then you would go and inhale the vapour that was on your finger.
I can't handle my drink at the best of times. I'm not sticking my fingers in my throat trying to get me.
I couldn't tell you whether it was worse than a normal one or no.
I had a drink, and I went to a pub in Poland, and the barman didn't speak English, and I didn't speak. Are you gonna be? If you don't like this, aye, very funny. So I didn't know what I was drinking, and it was like kind of chemistry pub with all these mad glasses and all that.
Moving on.
You didn't even say it. Oh no, I've lost the comment. I can't get it.
Right, so I don't even know what I was talking about. Aye, he didn't speak English, I didn't speak Polish, but it just shows you like he was just gesturing to me how to drink this cocktail. But he put it in a big brandy glass and set fire to it with a blowtorch. And he was spinning it like this, and he was going, yes, and I was going, what? And then I took it. I tried to drink it when he was on fire, and he was like, no. And I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And then he blew it out, and then went, no. So I drank this boiling. It was like a double shot or something that was boiling. And then I thought he was trying to hit me with the glass, but he was like shoving the glass in my face and saying, sniff. So now my throat's on fire, and I'm like that.
Aye, they make you do something
just gave me a mad head rush, man. I was falling out of the pub.
I think that was the point with the aftershock thing.
Just give me a beer.
Remember Black Aftershock?
Oh,
that was the best, man. I love that stuff. I'm fully aware that it tasted like Benylin, but that's why I liked it. It was like drinking Benylin in campus, man. Like 4 shots of Benylin like that.
I was never any shots. I like a tequila with an orange juice.
No.
Right, so I went to the classic one time with these 2 Italian guys, and they went up to the bar and they ordered something, and what came wasn't what they were expecting, but they were like, doesn't matter, let's do it anyway. And it was tequila and then a wee bottle of orange juice, and we went boom and boom, and as soon as you take the orange juice, it takes away all the icky bit of the whatever the alcohol is, whether it's Sambuca, tequila, just a straight vodka, whatever.
Called tequila. Tequila. It makes me happy. Oh, cold tequila gives me a vibe. Cold tequila when the doors are open. Oh, cold tequila when the time. That was my favourite song, and Tiger Tim used to play that. No,
he's your best Tiger Tim. You
can do it at the end. That's right, how we'll go off. We'll sign off tonight. I can't really do it. I'll get in trouble. But I used to listen to Tiger Tim in my bed, and when it was time for Tiger Tim, I had a wee wireless, and it was time Tiger Tim. That was time to go to sleep. Right, Tiger Tim finished. So, but I used to keep it on the download because it was. I think the guy after him was a guy called Adrian Cole. And he would always play Tequila. He would always open the show with Tequila because it was my favourite song. And I'd always be like, hey, and I'd go to sleep like that. Ooh, God, Tequila.
Do you think I could be Wolfie Tim and we could change the song what are you going to do after the Wolfie's gone? And then I can be Wolfie Tim now. Is that a good thing?
Wolfie the Tim.
Wolfie the Tim.
Instead of Tiger Tim.
It would only work. You would need to change your name to something beginning with W, like Wolfie Wally.
Wolfie Tim doesn't really have a
Tiger Tim.
It's Wolfie Willie.
I believe Tiger Tim is still alive.
He's got throat cancer. I'm sure he's been dealing with some. Too many years.
It was MS he had.
Well, monkey scrotum.
Oh, so we're making fun of it now?
That's a Family Guy joke.
What?
This guy's got a monkey scrotum with his left.
I'm watching World War II documentaries over here, and you're wasting your time on this lockdown on Family Guy.
Intellectually different, you and I.
No, I do like Family Guy, but the news.
So, Family Guy, right? I don't know if I was watching it all day. Sometimes I laugh when nothing's happening because I'm thinking about what might be going on inside Peter's head.
That's funny.
Because he's always like this. Like
he's getting something going on.
Something's going on. Just walks in, he's got a mad outfit or something. So hilariously funny.
The bird is the word. It shouldn't be as funny as it is.
Oh, man. It's so good.
Have you heard? Have you heard?
So funny, man.
Have you ever seen the Simpsons guy? Because Simpsons and Family Guy both on Fox, for one of the season premieres, it was a couple of years ago. The first episode of The Simpsons was the Simpsons guy. And it was an episode of The Simpsons where basically the Griffins went to Springfield and they were all hanging about with each other for the episode. It's on Disney Plus. One of the most recent seasons, episode 1, is The Simpsons guy. And it's they do the big fight, like the chicken and Peter. But it's Peter and Homer that do it. And it's all like mad in-jokes for the two shows.
I think Rick and Morty just done an intro for The Simpsons, I'm sure. I seen one of them while I was going through it. You're not a Rick and Morty fan?
Don't like it at all.
I'll tell you space stuff. He just says that, doesn't he? You say you're not into like the space stuff and all that. You say that, doesn't he?
No, I didn't like
Rick and Morty. I know. All that shit.
It's nonsense. I didn't like Futurama either. But I'll tell you what's funny on Netflix. Paradise PD.
No.
Very funny. It's an adult, really very, very adult cartoon.
It's the same guys that done Brickleberry, and then Brickleberry get cancelled, I think, and then they brought back Paradise PD.
Aye,
it's all the same. It's the same characters.
There's references to. In fact, do you remember a guy used to do like MTV called Yucko the Clown? And he was like a really obnoxious clown, and he was filthy, and he would go up and interview people in New York and all that. Apparently, he's one of the voices in Brickleberry. I hadn't heard for years. But that and F is for Family is good. And Big Mouth is good as well.
I mean, the thing is with these new comedies here, the benchmark's been set by like Only Fools and Horses and Still Game and things like that. It's hard to find something as funny as them. That's why I get...
We're talking about animation.
Comedy. comedies in general.
Well, you can't beat live action. Although no, there's things that
but
cartoons.
I mean, if you're going to sit me down and you're going to say to me, right, what do you want to watch tonight? Something funny, I'll say, and then you'll be like, oh, we get Rick and Morty, and I'll just be like, I said something funny, mate. Have you got Only Fools and Horses? Put that on.
Did you watch? Have you watched Afterlife 2 yet?
Aye.
I've watched the entire thing in one go.
It's not, that's what I'm saying. You can watch that in less time than Django. The whole series Afterlife.
Did you like it?
Well, go ahead.
I thought it was incredible.
I did. Aye, it is a really good. Good program.
Do you know, I popped at the very start because see the old woman that was just like, I'm 100 and I want to die, and it's Victor Meldrew's wife.
I know, and she looks so. I mean, she is old now.
But she looks old.
Barely recognise her.
Aye, that's the first I've seen her since that show.
But she plays a 100-year-old woman, but I think she's 84 in real life. No.
Right.
But
it was good, very, very good. That last scene, man. I wouldn't ruin it for anybody, but it is tense.
Aye.
So tense. He's brilliant, man. He's just brilliant. Everything he does is brilliant. I love him.
Everything?
Don't hate him and try and no, everything. That was a lie.
Derek's the only one I didn't like.
I like Derek. I'm a big fan of Derek. It's a heartwarming show.
Did any of you see that big night in the Little Britain?
Aye.
They done quite well with the costumes and that.
So I read an article yesterday, and it just annoyed me, right? Because it was a guy who, obviously one of these reviewers who knew it all, and he was slagging everything off about it, and it was crap, and this, and I'll get to Little Britain later, and blah, 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 and Little Britain, but I'll get to that later. Like, geeing this up like he was, and he just slated it, said it, like, wasn't funny, and, like, they should be doing this, and they should be doing that, and their costumes were grotesque because they'd made them for things that were lying about the house. Like,
that was the point.
That was the point. But I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was very, very funny. Because I started watching Little Britain again recently, thinking this will have aged, and it has aged. Like, when you watch it, you kind of go, I can't really. The world we live in now, how that was ever allowed to happen was mental. Aye. But they still did some of the characters in that big night in. Like, they did like a wee kind of nod to it. It was like, my name is Emily Howard and blah blah blah, and I'm a lady, and I'm not sure that we should be doing this sketch anymore. And it was like, so they were kind of they're referencing things, you know what I mean? But folk are just, God, it's homophobic, and like, shut up, man.
It was the same with this. Everybody went back and started watching this.
Friends, it's true. But even me, I mean, I watched it recently, and I was annoyed at myself because I was going, and I'm like, even I'm thinking like that now because you're so used to, you can't say it. Everybody's offended by everything. Joy's what's the word? Chauvinistic, and Ross is this, and Chandler. It's like, shut up, man. Just watch something and enjoy it without picking it apart.
That's the problem.
Favourite Friends episode? Show me your T-shirt. Have I spelt Friends right?
Friends.
I thought it was I before E except after C. That's an R.
That is an I before E.
The English language doesn't make any sense. It's like,
you're right. My fault.
My favourite Friends episode. I don't know. There's too many of them. Hundreds of them.
It's hard to think of a full episode. I think of Friends in clips now, like rather than full episodes where things happened in an episode. The one where Ross is trying to G up. This is just the first one that came in my head, but he's trying to G up for the bird coming, and he gets his face all done and his teeth all done, and then he shuts the thing off, and he's just got a big smile on.
Aye, it's hard to think of one actually.
What would be your favourite Friends character then? If you had to pick one character, that it would be your roommate.
I don't know. That's the beauty of Friends. You can watch it over and over again, but every time you watch it, you focus on another. Like, there's a different character as your focus.
Aye.
It kind of different points of Friends. Like, this guy's your favourite, or this one's your favourite. Like,
if I had to live with anybody for the cast of Friends, Rachel.
Well, I'd prefer Monica.
Aye, see that? I'm not. Monica is a bit.
You're not surprised? How's that?
No, it's just Monica. Monica screams.
You and Monica go well together.
Screams she screams you.
How sanitised everything would be.
I just knew, like, you would just be sitting there.
I'm kidding on. It was we planned that joke before the show.
You and Monica would be sitting there drawing graphs and like putting me bits of tape on the carpet so you know remember where to put the couch after you've hoovered it and all that. And you know what I mean? She cooks. You know what I mean? You could be like, you would encourage her, be like, oh, you want to practice that thing, and I'll do. You would make it sound like you were doing her a favour.
My favourite Friends moment is when Joey's granny is pure proud of him because he's in the programme, and then they cut the scene, so then they show the video, and then it cuts to him, and they've done a bit in the camcorder of him, and he's like, because he didn't want to break her heart.
I know when it cuts to Chandler, and he's gone, ground
control
to me to tell.
How I go watch Friends.
It's great, man. It's just all like at any time of the day. If you just scroll through your Sky Guide, you will find Friends or The Simpsons. And I've noticed that Channel 4, Family Guy is on ITV2 every night, or Fox. It's on every night at a certain time. But I've noticed that Channel 4 now, they show The Simpsons. Like if you turn that on at like 2-3 in the morning. Simpsons, genius.
See, I'm just not as big a Simpsons fan as everybody else. Like folk are passionate about it. Like they love it, and there's like Facebook's full of all these wee in jokes and wee photographs for like jokes, and I just don't get any of them. It was good, and I watched it when I was younger, but it's not something that I would.
There's no thing that's in the past. It's the same way South Park. You know how, like, South Park, they make the episode in 1 week. They'll show an episode, and the next day they'll start making that episode. That's why everything stays so relevant. But it's just, imagine having to animate that. I know it's just all wee bits, and it's not the most in-depth animation, but to create that within a week and have it topical,
each episode of The Simpsons takes 6 months.
They
don't make it one after the other, but one episode of The Simpsons takes 6 months to make.
How?
Like they when they start writing it to when they finished it, it'll be 6 months.
Right,
I guess they're doing all of them at the same time.
I love watching the South Park. There's like videos on YouTube of them recording the voices for South Park, and they're just hysterical the whole time. Like, you can tell they're saying stuff, and even they're going, "I can't believe we're getting away with this."
Aye.
So funny.
Basketball was a good film.
Basketball was great.
They done that. I liked that.
Before that, did you ever see Hannibal the Cannibal?
No.
What about?
I have seen that.
Hannibal the Cannibal.
Is that the one where they're like?
It's a musical.
It's like
all set up in
the hills and the mountains and all that.
Aye.
They're like gold miners or something.
Aye, the miners. What was the one they done after that? The one the wee like Jehovah's Witness gets into the porn industry. What was that one called?
No idea.
Oh, it's not going to be a big hit at the box office, so it probably won't make the list.
The Goblin King.
Aye.
It was before. It was before Basketball. It came out.
Just checking to see what.
And it was the same again, same as Basketball. They two wrote it and started it.
Sorry. Here's one for you, right? That's a good question. So, Angela, and this is one for Andy. He's good at this. Can you guys do accents? Andy does. Andy does.
I'm doing one right now.
I really thought Andy was going to get us into a big fight in Benidorm one time because the hotel was full of people from Ireland, and Andy decided that he was going to be from Belfast for 2 hours.
2 hours? Barry, are you not come down in the pool? Are you not going to come down the pool? Mind we met the guy. We met the guy from Belfast that time, and he was like, "What's that? You have a good time, eh? That's square up.
That's square up, eh?"
He's going, "What's that? You got your baguette, eh? You like your cheese and ham baguette? That's gonna square you up, eh? That's gonna square you up."
You done this the entire trip. Everywhere we went, you just kept patting it.
Cheese and ham baguette.
But do you mind how wrecked his wife was? We used to stand on the balcony and watch him just bouncing up the stairs like an old washing machine.
2 days, she surfaced 2 days later, and with a cup of coffee, drinking a cup of coffee at the pool like that.
Shit.
2 days. It was more than 2 days after she'd been dragged up there. She'd been in there the whole time.
You could tell she was mortified, man, because it wasn't like she was getting dragged back at 3 a.m. This was like 8 o'clock at night when all the balconies were going, look how drunk she is. Look how drunk she is. Is
that you, Sid? Is that you, Sid?
That's you. That's you screwed up. That'll screw you up. Is that you screwed up, aye? Is that you screwed up? I'm like, mate, I squared up, mate, aye.
What else? What other accents can you do?
You get a few English ones, do you know? I've heard the...
Gary Barlow.
You got a Gary Barlow? Have you got right? Like, let's play.
That were absolutely fantastic. No, it's not. I'd need a bit of time for that one.
Do you think? Have you got anybody that we would know that we could try and guess? Do you know? Do any good impressions of somebody that Lee and I would know?
Like a celebrity or just a person?
No, a person.
Whatever.
Like Tam or.
So we've heard your Leighton Buzzard.
Aye, your Leighton Buzzard was good. Is there anybody else in the school? There must be somebody else in the school. Like somebody that comes up to you all the time asking you something. And let's hope they're listening so they can hear themselves.
I don't know.
You're kind of in the spur of the moment. You're not a performance kind of guy.
I'm a performance kind of guy, absolutely.
But you ad lib. Are you ad lib? You don't come.
It's weird. No, but it's dead weird because I can do all stuff, funny stuff, right? But if I'm asked to do it, I'm like, I don't want to do it. Like, you can do
it's this perhaps, right? I'll do one thing once, right? And it stays with me my whole life.
Joshua! I said Joshua!
I had one earlier. I'll give you one, right? Here's an accent for you. Michael, show your scar. Show your scar.
Michael!
He loves the wrestling.
Your scar.
I'm a power bomber in the North Sea.
That's when I worked for WrestleZone, and it was like, that's kind of their accent up there, and they just kept going, so Aberdeen Anarchy. We're going to go to Aberdeen Anarchy. And that's when I was cutting the promo in the ring, and I was going, so that's why I'm here. Aberdeen Anarchy. I cut the promo and I was like, Aberdeen Anarchy.
Oh my god, that is so funny.
I'm going to need to bring tissues up for the tears next week.
But I think, I mean, we've went over time again. It's past my bedtime again.
when she said us that thing, it was like the face was like, I've been hacked by Microsoft. Our computer's been hacked, but I'm not asking you for t-shirts. I'm not asking you. I've been hacked by Microsoft. Microsoft are going to hack you. You know what I mean?
I'm asking for a t-shirt.
I'm not the one asking for signed footage. Well, how do you know that folk are asking for signed footage? I've been hacked by Microsoft. Get. Your Wayne doesn't even like wrestling.
I bet he hates it.
That woman? Is that mad woman?
I bet he hates it now. Like, every time he sees wrestling on the telly, he's like, get ass!
They've moved on to something else now, like the dragging him around like football stadiums or something. He loves the soccer.
Michael Owen, show me your scar.
This wee boy, like
Gaza, show me your liver. I feel bad for that one because he's really is one of my heroes.
Lift up your jumper and show me your scar. I'm don't want to see it. Hey, you've got scars and no, Michael's got one and all. But lift up your jumper. Stood in a community centre with a wee boy lifting up his t-shirt to show me a scar. I'm going, get me out of here, man. People are going to
you and I went to Stone
watching.
What?
Mine were hiding for them.
Aye, used to run away.
Oh, used to run away and hide.
How you doing, Dom?
That was a shame.
But
that was real fun. You ready for my Tiger Tim?
Wait, right, well,
okay.
I can sing the song. You need to do it.
Right, okay, I'll do that at the end. But right, so we're away to watch We watch Pulp Fiction for next Wednesday.
Fiction for
and everybody's
Wednesday?
going to be back singing that.
I don't know what day it
so
is, man.
Thank you, everybody, for paying attention to us.
Just again, before we
was.
go, usual, Facebook, you'll be watching us on that, perhaps. ASD Web Show on Twitter as well. And, of course, Twitch is the big one. We play some games on there as well sometimes, and stuff. We just stay hunters of stuff.
Stuff and things.
The tigers gone. I just got a camera too. I just got a camera so we can see on Twitch.
I think I'll cry because he didn't say goodbye.
You'll enjoy this.
I don't know what this song is. I don't know what
this used to happen every single night, and radio used to finish with Tiger Tim. He was the host at night time.
What are you gonna do after the tiger's gone?
Every night before he finished.
What are you gonna do after the tiger's gone?
I think this was made just for him because I've tried to find it.
What are you gonna do? I'll do it too. I think I'll cry cause he didn't say goodbye. What are you gonna do after the tiger's gone? No, you're not done it. You done it too early, you